I'm standing in what might be the world's largest outdoor sculpture park. It's called Park of the Nations, and it was built for the 1960 World's Fair in Brazil. It's made up of 22 massive concrete structures, each one representing a different nation. But they're all built in the same style, brutalist, stark, imposing. And that style is known as Brazilian modernism. It was developed by a team of architects led by Lucio Costa. They wanted to create a utopian city of the future, a place where the old ways of living would be forgotten and everyone would live together in harmony. They were inspired by the modernist ideas of Le Corbusier and Walter Gropius, the founders of the Bauhaus school in Germany. They believed that the way to create a better society was to design a new kind of building, an open-plan building made of three basic elements: the superquadra, the bloco, the cedar. These are the basic elements of Brazilian modernism. The superquadras are these large grids of buildings. They're divided into smaller grids called blocos, which are clusters of residential towers. And then the individual units are called setores, which are these long, thin apartments with floor-to-ceiling windows. Now this might sound like a great idea, but the problem was that these buildings were not just a new way of living, they were a new way of life. They required a complete reorganization of the way people lived, worked, and socialized. And that's not easy to do. But that didn't stop them from trying. In 1956, construction began on the first superquadra in a neighborhood called Asa Norte. By 1960, it was finished and it looked just like the others, stark, imposing, brutalist. The residents moved in and they hated it. The thing is, Brazilian modernism isn't just about the buildings, it's about the lifestyle. It's about living in a community, about being part of something bigger than yourself. But the people who lived in these buildings didn't want that. They wanted the freedom to do whatever they wanted, whenever they wanted, however they wanted. So they decorated their apartments with furniture and personal items. They put up walls and closed off their balconies. Slowly but surely, the utopian vision of Brazilian modernism began to disappear. By the 1970s, the buildings began to look like this, run down, abandoned, decaying. And by the 1980s, they were considered a dystopian nightmare. But here's the thing, dystopias can be beautiful too. I mean, look at this place. It's like a movie set from Blade Runner or Metropolis. It's so over the top, so unapologetically brutalist, it's actually kind of refreshing. And that's why I love Brazilian modernism. It's the perfect blend of utopian idealism and dystopian reality. It's the best of both worlds.